Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually a part 1 to like a mini series that I'm going to be doing, and today we are going to be using ELVEBREDD to determine my trades in Adopt Me. Now this isn't actually too weird for me because I use ELVEBREDD anyway, but I wanted to experiment with all the different websites, so we're going to be having ELVEBREDD coming up, maybe a couple of others, I'm not sure though because I know that they are the main two. I've ordered the trades in this video to be like from the most underwhelming to overwhelming, so it's not in chronological order, and if you can tell that the timing is a bit like iffy, that's why. But nevertheless, I really do hope you guys enjoy this video, and with that being said, let's just get straight into it. Throughout this video, it is pretty important to keep in mind that some of these clips could be from like quite a while ago, so a lot of the values could have changed since then. But starting off with our first trade, it's quite a basic small one, but we traded a hamster for a mini schnauzer, and I did this because I needed one more for a neon, and I'm pretty sure this was when the home pass had literally just left. I do believe the hamsters are Robux, so in my head this would be like a lose because you could get the mini schnauzers for free, but at the time of doing this trade I'm pretty sure they were like equal in value, so I didn't mind. So actually, as of right now, the mini schnauzer is a 0.55 and the hamster is a 0.33. I highly doubt that the values will stay like that, but I mean, I'll take it as a win, I guess, because that's what it literally says. This next trade I was super happy with. It was a 0.3 win on ELVEBREDD. I'm not going to bother trying to pronounce the name of this legendary because I know just for a fact I will butcher it, but I have found a lot of people dislike the Aztec pets. Considering it's a legendary, it's actually sat at a 0.45, which I think is quite disappointing, especially because the Aztec eggs aren't like that old. They're still quite fresh, so you would have thought they were like technically still fresh and in their prime, but they really aren't. Like, they just dropped in value so quickly after they first came out. And this is how the trade appears on the website. So as I said, it's a really tiny win, but I'm honestly happy to take that for this. Here for our third trade, we do actually encounter our first lose, which I was very happy to take because I just think that what they were offering was a lot cuter and in better demand, and we are literally talking a difference of 0.1, so honestly I didn't care at all. I obviously traded my Baku and I got a neon ghost for it. Right now I'm not actually struggling on my legendary department, so I was happy to swap it for a neon because right now I am more drawn to neons as well. My preferences do often change, but I was really happy with this, and honestly happy values over ELVEBREDD values anytime. And obviously once again I'm going to show you what the trade looked like, so as you can see it's literally not that much of a difference, a tiny lose in value for me, but overall I'm still really happy with this. This trade I was so excited about because originally when the coconut friends came out I had this vision in my head that they were going to have like a good value, and they just dropped instantly. So when I got this offer I was a bit more content with it because I did struggle to get a good offer for it, but the peacock obviously does have more value than the coconut friend. The peacock sits at a 0.85 and the coconut friends a 0.5, so I think that's quite valid. The peacock is so pretty as well, so it definitely does make sense to me. And then this next trade was actually weeks after the last one that I just showed you, but because I'm trading the peacock I thought I'd put them side by side, and I traded it for a ride potion, which I am super happy about. I love using ride potions as simple adds or trying to get at least 2 legendaries back from it. It's an easy way to profit. On ELVEBREDD this was a 0.25 win for me because the ride potions are 1.1, the peacock as I said earlier is a 0.85. The way I see it is I could easily find an offer with somebody giving a peacock and ads. Like, I feel like it would be pretty easy to profit from this. This trade is honestly like maybe a bit too messy for my liking. I like to try and get offers where there's less pets but they're worth more, if that makes any sense. However, I did go through with this because ELVEBREDD does say that the dingo and the badger are worth the same amount, so that would mean that the tree frog and the extra randoms are just like good bonuses. I'm not particularly fond of any of these pets really, but as I said, if it's a win I will just take it. Hopefully I can profit from it later on. And this is how the trade actually looks. I've only done like the first 2 pets to kind of prove my point. Obviously it is a 0.35 win, so honestly I would have done it for just them too. I think it was overall quite a fair trade. I feel like now we're kind of getting into more exciting territory. Now I'm still not sure how I feel about this trade because I got quite attached to my neon hamster. I literally made it myself, so whenever I make my neons I do have more of an attachment, but I did this solely because ELVEBREDD told me to basically. So if you disagree with this trade you can sue ELVEBREDD. I feel like I would choose a hamster over a Pomeranian in this game, but if you're telling me the Pomeranian is worth more then I guess I'll take it. As you can see it's not like the biggest difference, but a 0.5 profit is decent for me, so that's why I took it. Once again obviously it was bound to happen. We have a really small lose here, but I literally did this because I needed a pet handler pro certificate. It wasn't really like ideal, but I feel like people with these certificates aren't going to take underpayments, and there are just certain things that you will need to naturally overpay for, so I wasn't mad about losing this alley cat. As you can see there's literally a 0.25 difference, which is why it didn't matter too much to me, and with these certificates I know I can usually get that that value back by making megas and neons. So that's why I did just settle for this. If I'm being honest, I literally was not arsed. I was so excited about this trade. I love the ostriches. I think they're quite undervalued actually, and she offered me a neon as just an ad, so I was obviously going to take it. The main pet in her offer though was the lava dragon, which is fly ride, and then she also had a ride ancient dragon, so overall just a really good offer. My pet was a neon, no potion alicorn. So mine was only worth a 5. Like, it didn't have any potions on it, so it wasn't as valuable, and like I said, I just love the ostriches. I could go on about my love for them like forever. As you can see, this is what it looked like on the website, so a 0.95 win for me. I was so happy about this. This trade actually really shocked me. It was one of those where I thought they were going to have to like dip out last second because it was quite a win, but they actually went through with it, and I will definitely miss my neon munchkin cat. I also made that one, so as I said before, more attached to it, and also I already have a neon billy goat, so I thought if this was like my second one, I could easily try and make a mega. But that aside, it was still a win either way, and not just like a little win, it was like a decent profit for me, so I was always going to take it. And then this is how it looked on the website, so as I said, it was like a really good trade for me. I was really happy about this trade. I did make my neon alley cat, so as I've already said, like, it was a bit sadder for me to let go of it, but it was quite a good offer, I thought. And actually I was quite surprised with how hard I found it trading the neon alley cat. I thought because it was like an exotic I'd find it easier, but I struggled to find one that matched the value on ELVEBREDD. Now I'm actually like really shocked looking at this because I remember when I did this it was a win, so I'm not sure what's changed in value since then, if something's gone down or if something's gone up, but it does say it's a 0.75 lose, which is quite surprising to me because I thought it was like a really good offer, but I honestly don't mind because I know I profited from that trade anyway. This trade annoyingly took a while, which I was a bit irked about because they offered for my neon dodo and offered a neon phoenix, which by itself is a 0.75 win, hence I accepted it. But then they messaged me on Roblox and asked me to add, which was like slightly annoying because I don't know if you guys understand Adopt Me trading values, but you basically like agree on the trade beforehand, like before you join the game, but it was fine. Like, I'm happy to try and negotiate. What was a little bit more annoying as well was they were like really picky with what I was offering to add, and considering this was like never part of the deal to begin with, they were quite lucky I even tried, but they were so picky. And this isn't actually in the video because this was like through the text on Roblox itself, but at one point they tried to change the offer and offer me a neon snow owl, and the offer was more under than what the neon dodo is for the neon phoenix, and the difference is they wanted my neon dodo, so I don't get how it works, how they think they can just like swap the offer out when we get online. But we did eventually come to an agreement. They wanted me to show them all my legendaries, which I did. I put in the ones that I would have been willing to trade and add. They agreed on the squid eventually. They didn't seem too happy with having to pick that one. I don't know what they expected really, like it was never part of the agreement, so honestly I think I was quite fair in letting them choose that, but I'm glad that we still went through with it anyway and I got a neon phoenix. I think that's like a cool upgrade to get. In my eyes this was a fair trade. As you can see, I was 0.05 over, so that's quite literally nothing, and obviously I did accept the trade with the intent of getting a win because that would have been a 0.75 profit had I not have had to add the squid, but at the end of the day it isn't like that bad of a trade. I'm quite happy that I still got it. And then you guys are like really lucky because I'm throwing in these final last 2 trades that I did today. This wasn't originally part of the video, but I've just got off Adopt Me and did these. Firstly, I traded that lava dragon for, this was I think a 1-point win on ELVEBREDD, 2 alley cats. I feel like this is definitely a full circle moment. Like, I literally traded my neon alley cat and then I've wound up with another 2 and a load more profit, so overall I really can't complain about this. And I think my next step is to probably try and get another 2 alley cats just to make it neon, because that's literally just making continuous profit. And then this is the trade on ELVEBREDD, so as I said before, a 1-point win, and I think that's fair enough really, so happy to take that. And then this is the final trade, guys, and I don't know how I feel about this. It's supposedly a win on ELVEBREDD and I did it because I don't know what's going to happen with the mini schnauzer value. It might rise, it might go down, I don't know, but I thought this was just like a really good offer. I couldn't really pass on it because like I said, I literally don't know how these values are going to change in the future, so I might as well take a good offer now and not risk it. I actually will miss my mini schnauzer. Like, I absolutely adored the home pass update and I feel like I didn't make the most out of it, if that makes any sense. So now I have no spare mini schnauzers like at all. It's really sad, but obviously as that was the last trade of the video, we're going to be ending it off here. I really hope you guys did enjoy it though as much as I did putting it together. As I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys do like this one, I will definitely make a part 2 with AMVUG, and I'd happily take requests as well if you guys have any different websites that you want me to try out. Also, really annoying reminder, I say this in every single video, guys, and I feel like I'm the most annoying person ever, but I am so close to 500 subscribers, so if you did enjoy this video and you want to see any more content from me, please subscribe. I'd love to do a giveaway when I reach that milestone as well. The last one I did was 400 subscribers and I gave away a neon dragon, so hopefully I can do something even better for this one. But with all that said and done, thank you for watching, thank you for the support recently, and I'll see you all again very soon. Have a great day.